Morning. So before we can discuss the white elephant in the room and the interesting ending we had last week, other things have happened. Junior, what did you do?
Hello, take your
I tried. Morning. So before we can discuss the white elephant in the room and the interesting ending we had last week, other things have happened. Junior, what did you do? Yeah, so just when you thought your biggest drama was adolescence, you get to deal with broken hands. Junior, how'd you break your hand?
Yep.
You gotta use your big boy voice, Junior.
Me say me dey play football.
Uh-huh.
And then me and C dey play football.
Uh-huh.
And then C go push out him back in.
Uh-huh.
And go trip me. And me hand broke.
How you doing today?
Good.
What are we doing today?
We got sign up the passport and then get me Egyptian.
Yeah. There's a lot of we in that one, not all a we. So, interesting day today. We are going to go try to get passport application signed by the JP for Junior and Craig as we continue to pursue their passport adventures now that we have their passport photos and forms all filled out. And, as Junior mentioned, he's getting an injection, supposedly. Just Junior. Dave already had it good to go. So, Junior's had a rough few days, yeah? Broken hands and needles. It's life, Junior. Gonna be okay? Anything else you want to say? No? Yeah, Junior's found that he enjoys his medicine. I don't know if it tastes good or feels good, but he's on the medicine bandwagon now, so he's doing great. Sad part is school starts soon, and that's his writing hand, and so I'm not sure. He's got to go back to the bone specialist on the 4th of September to make sure it's set properly, but could be an interesting start of the school year. How you doing? All right, switching gears on the drama escapades, round 2. Yeah, so the snorkels are gone, but they are not forgotten. We have a plan. Let's see what Dave remembers about the plan.
Tired of a plan about. You say man go buy back.
Mm-hmm.
By we working.
All the we?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Me work 12 hours. You work 12 hours. She work 12 hours. You work 12 hours.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Look at me hand.
And Craig will work 12 hours.
Right.
Ah!
Sony's already working. So the short version is the snorkels cost about $17,500. So we had some conversations about how best we could earn it back as a family unit, and we discussed the minimum wage of Jamaica of 9,000 Jamaican dollars for a week. So we concluded that I am willing to give them a little more than minimum wage. We will put in 300 Jamaican dollars per hour worked. And then we did a bunch of math and figured out that, well, if we did 60 hours, that'd be 18,000 and the snorkels could be paid for. And because there's 5 of us, if we took that 60 divided by 5, each of us could put in 12 hours of work, making $300 per hour, and we could equally share the responsibility of replacing the snorkels. and have the $18,000 to buy back new snorkels. And Dave said, good, because we as a family have a responsibility to replace them, regardless of who is at fault for the snorkels. Right, Dave? Yes. We had some good chats about that as well. But, so we have to further define what is work. So, Dave's already been hard at work in the garden, put in a couple hours of whacking. Craig put in an hour of whacking.
Cool.
Oh yeah, and Dave did a heavy amount of dishes as well. So not only are we applying, labor work as well, but we are also allowing them to do schoolwork for the earnings as well. And so we'll do a balance of each. There's some great educational apps out there, of which I will let you know soon what they are that the kids are going to be playing on. And so if they do the educational app for an hour, that also will count for work. So we'll do a balance of extra things. Like today, we're going to be tackling my very messy, dirty office. And we're going to do like a before and after renovation, like home makeover style. Oh yeah, it's going to be great. That's the face of excitement right there. You're going to help with the home makeover? Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're going to tackle the office today, before and after. Stay tuned. And once we get those 60 hours in, we'll have snorkels again. So, Pam, my apologies for our lackluster experience trying to get those snorkels to the river, but we have a plan to make it up, and I think it's almost...
have a plan.
Hold on.
I have a plan.
Dave has a plan?
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a great learning opportunity for everybody all around, and continue to reinforce responsibility and accountability, and get some extra educational work and stuff done around the house. So win-win for everybody. This coffee's getting cold. We're going to get the day started.
I didn't know.
Somebody take care of it.
These are our problems. We're going to start now. Nice. And you're still working on left-handed adventures, like eating cornflakes.
Today we go to feed the chicken. But me left the camera. Days ago, me plant some beans and then turn out good. But the melon, it not going good. Cause you plant about 3 seeds in each row, and this alone we say come up.
Good news and bad news. Our one pine that we had, it fell off of its plant. Probably got a little dehydrated over the times. We hadn't exactly been watering it, but it's a little unripe. And according to my Google lore, it says you can soften the fruit a bit if you store it upside down for a few days. So, fine. We'll see you in a few days. Go eat. Yes, go eat your breakfast. Okay. No. Eat your breakfast, yes. Nope, we're leaving. You gotta stay out there for right now. We'll be back. Okay. So, if all goes according to plan, Junior is going to the doc, getting ready for his big immunization. He's still got one good shoulder, right? And he's going to get his immunization card so that we can get him registered for his new school. And then, I think she was waving at you, Dave.
No, she had till the morning.
It was a joke. He wasn't even, look how fast his head whipped around. What? It's alright, next time. And we are going to hopefully find the JP alive and well and get photos notarized and applications signed for Craig and Junior's passport. And I'm sure Sonia will find something else to adventure with.
No, I'm not like go for a clinic, trust me.
Me neither, that's why you're going. Here we go. Hey guys, we're going the other way.
Yeah, Sean, then the one go to the camera.
Yeah, isn't it great? You're starting off, headed in the wrong direction. Paparazzi are everywhere. In a real life. Well, slow start so far. They got distracted. And now we're waiting. Guys, Craig, come on.
Eh?
Go figure out the next
soon
thing.
ready.
Okay, well, I'm soon ready too, because we got through, got everything notarized and signed, and I guess we're headed to the passport office tomorrow. They're a little happy. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go. True story, I sent the boys on a mission, so I snuck over to Tootie's. Haven't been here in a bit, miss it. Got myself a chicken wrap, but don't tell the boys. Alright, the boys caught me, but I'm escaping. I got my wrap. He's waiting for nuggets and fries. I'm going to my car where there's air conditioning. It's one of those like, you've earned it. You're gonna go not sit and sweat in the shade. And they'll follow me soon. Hopefully. Alright, we paused this eventful endeavor for what I like to call a don't judge moment. Because Sonia went with Junior to go to the clinic to get his injection. Dave and Craig caught me at Tootie's, so they had to order nuggets and fries to share. And I ran away to the car where I can eat my nice jerk chicken wrap in some air-conditioned peace and quiet. Only one. Normally I used to get two, but we're down to 186 and got about 10 pounds to go. And we even got the little size Coke. Doing better. But now we got to try to run to Dave's school because I just got the path paper so that he can be on path for his school and have reduced costs for things. But then you got to get there before 11 o'clock because they go on lunch for like an hour, hour and a half, and it's already 10:25. So we're waiting for Dave and Craig to come back with the fries and the nuggets so we can go to the school. Then we can go home. Maybe Sonia calls before then. Retirement, man. It's rough. We'll be fine.
This is Sean.
Uh-huh.
You see him? In there driving.
Great. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Well, Craig needs to find out what we're doing. Craig, what are we doing?
This is Sean then.
What are we doing? We need to find out what we're doing, man. Maybe we'll get out of here. So, Dave, buddy, Hal, guess what? You know your first day of school is September 2nd, right?
Yeah.
Guess what I just found out? You are not the only one going to school that day. No, you must know that. You will not be traveling to school alone. You're right. Guess who's going with you? Yay! Yes, the first day of class is orientation for new students on September 2nd, 8 o'clock a.m. I should write this down. Sonia is supposed to accompany you to find out all of the logistical information and how the school life works.
Till what time is
I don't know, whatever time the school, maybe you go to each class like a regular day, or maybe not. But either way, Sonia's going with you to school. This is going to be great because Sonia actually went to the school so many years ago. So it's going to be like this whole kumbaya moment where she's... Shut up, Dave. It's a wiper. It's not raining out. The indicator's on the right. But Dave will be traveling to school on September 2nd with Sonia. Together, Sonia's going to revisit her old school. Dave's going to his new school for the first day. Yeah, you're supposed to be in uniform and everything. 8 o'clock a.m. is the time that you're supposed to be there by. You excited? Sweet. Okay, made it back to the house. Sent Craig in for the report. Gave him specific directions where it is located and with his name on it, envelope on my desk. Hopefully he gets back here sometime soon. Kids. Alright, so Dave and I, and then there were two, are going to check out the Chinese shop to see if we can find any office decor to help bedazzle the office. Dave, any ideas?
No, nothing.
When you see it, you'll know. Alright, here we go. Okay. I can't show you guys everything, but we're gonna make some decoration changes. That was Dave's choice. I'm just saying. He's making me carry the rest of it, but I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. We even got a nice new mosquito zapper since Dave broke the last one. It's a joke, Dave. And we haven't heard from Sonia, so we're gonna go home and wait till she calls us so we can come back again. Fun day. You good? Cool. There's gonna be a lot of sighs today. You know, it's a sighing Tuesday. It's Tuesday sighs, because while we're accomplishing so much, there's always something more. Now Sonia just called and Junior's crying, not because his hand hurts or because he's gonna get an injection hopefully sometime soon, but because he's hungry. And Sonia's let's just say Sonia's concerned of what everybody else thinks of her, and so now Dave is back at the store grabbing the snack so that he can run it up to Junior so he can stop crying so Sonia doesn't look away. And I'm gonna sit in the car and I'm crying on the inside, my silent protest. Oh, Sonia and I have very different perspectives when it comes to public perception, meaning that she is what I would consider overly concerned with other people, how they view her, and I'm probably underly concerned with how everybody views me. So we meet in the middle most of the time, but today I'm gonna sit in the air-conditioned car and Dave's gonna go save Junior from his belly pains. I'm not gonna lie, man. Ever since Junior broke his arm, and I'm not trying to sound away, but he has enjoyed a little bit of the attention. He has a little bit of glamorized. Look at me. Look at my cast. I have a story to tell. But I guess if you break your arm, maybe you should get some special attention. But oh look, we're back. Hi. Okay. Oh, you got one for Sonia? Cool.
No one for Junior.
You didn't get Sonia nothing to
Oh,
drink?
make it.
You didn't get Sonia anything to drink?
No, yes, I'm if you buy one juice for so.
For Sonia.
You want so. I buy a juice. I'll go to you if you buy.
Probably. Or give her this and come back and buy something for yourself. Make it look like I don't need that one. You hang on to it and come back and buy it when you get back. Make sure they know that they gave that to you because it's ripped. Don't no. I know. That's why you're hanging on to it.
Alright, me I'm going to kiss you.
Great. See
You
you
have no
soon,
bag
babe.
or nothing?
For what?
Can bring them in?
No, I don't have a bag. Dave, your bug's
Dad.
getting hot, dude. Go,
Dad.
deliver. Deliver the goods, Dave. We gotta save Junior.
You need a bag.
No, you don't, Dave. You need to go save Junior. He's gonna go save Junior. Well, they've got a snack. Dave found another snack somehow. And I guess we're gonna go home because even though they got number 7, put it on. They haven't gotten through yet. So we wait. But I guess we'll go home for now and have a reason to come back. Imagine if we had to go to work. Imagine if Dave put his seatbelt on. Where? Put the shoulder one on, dude. Please and thank you. Alright, we're gonna go home. Hopefully. You know when a good time is to head to the garden for a little bit of quality peace and quiet and cool breeze? Thank you. Yeah, it's when the wife calls and she says, so turns out you have to know which nurse you talked to the last time you came up, when their grandma came up and came back and told us that he needed to come on the 20th, because if you don't know which nurse you talked to, they don't have any records of anything. And I was like, well, can't you just get records of his immunizations? Because that's where he got it, and that's the whole purpose of going anyway today. She's like, well, nobody seems to know. So we'd go to the garden for some garden therapy. Yeah. Nope, not my farm. Sonia's is still going strong. She got a couple cucumbers soon ready to go. But what I noticed, and she probably knows, just not telling anybody, so she has the best looking watermelon so far. Don't let that scale fool you. It might be small, but it could happen. Watermelon in the works. And I think I'm gonna try and convince her to pull that pop choy today. We could have that for dinner. Oh, I stepped up and watered everybody else's farm. Notice Dave over here. Second watermelon in the works. Wait for it. Yeah, not as big as Sonia's, but you're saying there's a chance. Cool. You guys enjoying some shade? Yeah? Okay. Leave me any presents? You did? Thank you. Don't mind if I do. No sooner did I put eggs in the fridge, Sonia called back, and now all's one with the universe. Apparently there was a slight misunderstanding, we're going to call it, with regards to what she was asking for. I don't know why they'd ever be confused about what she's asking for, but she's going to get the immunization card, he's going to get his immunization, and we're going to be good. Right, Dave? Mm-hmm. Right. Just when you thought you'd get some time to relax, the phone rings. Dave puts his seatbelt on. And we head back to Highgate again to go get everybody. But we are going to get gas, Dave, because we have a trip to Kingston tomorrow. Hoping to get through with the passport expedited. Special shout out to our subscriber who sent funds several months ago for the two boys to get their passports, and it's going to happen. So tune in tomorrow, because I think we'll have a special Wednesday episode. What do you think, Dave? Should we do a special Wednesday episode?
Yeah.
Dave says yeah. But we're going to Highgate for now. We're going to call this a sit-in, a private protest. Junior got the shot. Sonia got the shot of Junior getting the shot. You're welcome. And now she needs to get him a sling, supposedly. So Dave has ran off with the $1,500 that she needs for that. And I am silently protesting by sitting in my car. It's getting bad. Oh, did I mention Voxy seats are very comfortable? Wow. Hopefully they're back soon and we'll be home, because she, as she has stated, is very hungry. Hasn't eaten since morning, and it's after 2. Highgate. Interesting. A few extra items in their hand. Interesting.
Good morning.
You found a new item.
Good afternoon.
That's great. Junior, you took it like a champ, huh?
Good afternoon.
So, how did it go?
They said, you don't know which nurse to speak to. I said, no, I really want to speak to no nurse. You know. I never come here. But then after that, Mr. God said the brown uniform nurse, the town said, because I thought talk to her about the thing, and then she said to go register, get to register.
Great. So you got through. A fun one with Junior managing to break his writing hand, trying to find activities and worksheets for him that doesn't require a whole lot of writing. Still working on his sight list words. He's on the letter D. Greater than, less than, or equal to. Junior? Good luck. That's great. Let's get started. All right, Junior, take one on sight word list D. Junior,
Ready.
action.
Annual, because, by, every, right?
I can't see your fingers in the way.
Every.
And that is the word even, Junior.
Even. Give,
Gave, Junior.
gave. Shoot.
Junior, we'll try again. Junior, take two. Go, Junior.
Annual, because, by, even. I give,
Gave.
gave, turn.
Junior, you're not going in order, dude. Keep going. All right, we've got a dramatic reading by Dave, written by Dave, read by Dave. Dave. Dave, if you could build your own house, what would it look like? That's your cue to start reading.
My home,
Dave,
my house will.
Dave, you gotta talk louder, okay?
My house will look like a mansion. It will be dark blue outside and the inside will be white. My house will have 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms and 1 living room. I would have an 80-inch TV, a black sofa, and a king bed in my backyard. I will have an infinite pool and a football field. This is my pretty house.
Dave.
Show me how you do on a day.
You thought we're just gonna have a peaceful evening? No, we're going back to Highgate, round 3. Gonna go get Craig and Junior's medicals done. Checking off boxes today, man. Sweet. Man, you know when like you seem like you got everything sorted out and the day's gonna be great and all is one with the universe? Well, the universe has a way of poking back. We'll call it fun. Nobody grabbed the key. They locked the padlock on the front gate, on the front grill. Key's sitting on the table. Let's just say Sonia's not thrilled. We'll figure it out. Sweet. Well, I think Sonia just wanted to do some extra shopping. Now we gotta go try to find a lock cutter. I'm gonna go look for a lock cutter. Since door's not shut, Craig. Or Junior. Or somebody. Highgate! Again. Alright, dividing and conquering. We're gonna go try and find the lock cutters, and they're going to get their medicals. We'll meet in the middle? Maybe? Right. Never doubt Jamaican hospitality. Skymar gave us a grinder, said it should work. Hoping for the best, gotta bring it back within an hour. Gotta go try to cut off a lock. And there he goes to share the news of joy. Dave, go get the key off the table, man. We got in. Man, well, things are looking up. We got the Skymar hospitality let us borrow the grinder. Dave's gonna have his seatbelt on before we actually get on the main road because he's so respectful and nice and listens. Since he's been bailed out. Again, this is getting to be a bad habit of not placing blame. We're not going to have another one of those conversations, but accepting responsibility that we should find out where the key is before we lock the padlock. Yeah. Dave went to go share the good news. I got to bring the grinder back, and then we're going to eat, hopefully. All right, thanks again, Skymar. Saved our bacon. Speaking of bacon, we're gonna go find some food to eat, hopefully. Man, who knew? What else could happen today? It's not even sunset yet. Oh yeah. Food was good, man. Food was good. And then Junior came by. I thought he was gonna come by and like, hey, hang out, and thought, what's going on? You're eating by yourself? No, Junior came by and said, I can't get no drinks too? Junior. A little bit of deja vu going on, man. Remember? Man, must have been last month. Sonia wanted to go to the doctor, and here we sat. Here we are again. You ever have one of those days that just go on forever and ever? This is definitely one of those days, man. But, no matter worse, gotta get up early tomorrow to head to Kingston. Gonna try to leave out around 6. Taking a Junction Road and Kingston Drive during the week. First frame for that to the passport office. Long day. Hopefully your day was a little bit more enjoyable and less hectic than ours. Who knew retirement could be so hectic? That's alright. Keep hope going. They're gonna get done soon. Go home. Grab a cold shower. Hopefully. Man, now that I got a moment, or several, like back on the whole conversation from last episode with Dave in the car, I had some time to think about it, man, and I remember distinctly when I was probably close to his age, and back in Minnesota, growing as kids do, we had a riding lawnmower, right? Where you actually got to sit on it and drive, and I thought I was the coolest thing because I was mowing the lawn. And it has a shifter on the right hand side that lets you raise and lower the blade. And I was mowing just fine, doing just dandy. And I went by this like makeshift volleyball net that we had. And the shifter got caught in the net of the volleyball net. And let's just say the lawnmower kept going and it dragged and tore up the net with it. The reason I'm sharing this story is because I distinctly remember, man, I got off that lawnmower. I was like sobbing. I got off the lawnmower. I ran inside the house and I ran up to my room and I got like my $5 of savings that I had worked so hard for. $5 was a lot back then, US. And I came back down and I gave it to my mom, like crying, like, hey, I'm sorry, I messed up the volleyball net, I broke it, I know I can't pay for it, but here's $5 and you can put it towards it and da 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 da. And I remember my mom saying, you know, accidents happen, that's not the end of the world. For a 12-year-old, it definitely was. But she appreciated more just the fact that I was willing to give up my hard-earned money to fix the mistake that I had made. And I don't know why that story came up in my head, man, the other night after this happened with Dave, but I remember just going like, man, even at that age, I had like this sense of guilt and remorse when I knew I had done something wrong. And I'm struggling to comprehend or understand, like, why don't these kids have that? Like, we make mistakes, it's okay, everybody make mistakes, but the fact that you just can't own up to it and admit it is and you're gonna push back and give attitude instead. I mean, Dave and I have since had some good conversations and reconciled the situation. I think his immediate defense was that he thought he was gonna have to pay for it all by himself. No, we worked that out, but yeah, it's one of those, like, are you born with the idea of guilt and remorse, or is it, I mean, I don't recall any major examples being put in front of me. It's just a natural instinct that I had that said, oh, I messed up, I gotta try and fix this. And I hope these kids find that somehow, you know, and hopefully this is a learning opportunity and an example for them to get to do that, because, man, let's just say some days are longer than others. I'm gonna be done soon. And I wanted to share that story because I thought, yeah, interesting, something you can remember from so long ago, how impactful it was, and then when you get to be the parent figure, how the tides turn, and you're just like, man. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. Hopefully they're done soon and we can get out of here and figure out where the rest of the night will take us.